What's good, y'all? Superman here. I'm just gonna get right into it. So there was a post that I commented on where a gentleman was talking about dance, and I had put a comment that a lot of people asked me a question about to elaborate on, and essentially I was sharing that there was a distinction, in my opinion, between a dance teacher and a dance educator. One of the points that I made. And my opinion in that distinguishment is that a dance teacher is primarily focused and based in the how of something, of a discipline under the category of dance, whereas like a educator is immersed and envelops in the who, what, when, where, why, and how. So a dance teacher shows you the how to, right? If I'm teaching you how to isolate, right? From the neck, boom, boom. I will say, okay, for example, I will leave my chin parallel to the ground as I shift my head at the neck to my left. The other thing that a teacher will show you is, or share with you in the process of bringing you towards a destination of being a true practitioner of a dance discipline, is that they also will share with you the how not to. So for example, I would say, okay, for me to properly do this head and neck isolation, I want to avoid my chin not being horizontal to the ground. So shifting my neck and then allowing my head to tilt. I don't want that to happen. For me to be able to execute this neck isolation that I'm trying to teach you properly. So I'm going boom, chin stays parallel to the ground, and I do not tilt my head. Boom, same thing when I go forward, same thing when I go to my right, same thing when I go to the back, yeah? And within teaching, progressions are also included in this as well. So, okay, now we're going to progress to doing this maybe at a quicker tempo. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we're going to progress to a continuous motion that doesn't have a definitive stop. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On the flip side, an educator who's teaching you the who, what, when, where, why, and how, right, will elaborate on philosophy, the why, for example. So if I tell you that the reason why we practice and we work through isolation is so that we can extend our body control, one of the purposes being that once I gain control over this isolation, I can control multiple parts of my body simultaneously, meaning that if I add a chest movement now at the same time that I'm doing this, this allows me to be able to control multiple body parts at the same time. Thus lies in the reason why the spending time to embark on the journey of training isolation, those are one of the abilities that you will attain in that process. So me giving you this why is something more along the lines of what an educator would engage in, because their understanding of the depth of the discipline, not only the physical elements, but even the cultural elements and the heritage-based elements that are correlated with that discipline that is being taught to you. So a teacher teaching you how to do something is just primarily teaching you the skill set of the movement basis when it comes to dancing, where like an educator is more so teaching you or educating you. So they're bringing you to a level where you're not only be able to do the skill set, but you'll also be able to educate other people in the skill set as well. You will also be able to teach, because a teacher is not teaching you how to teach, right? They're teaching you how to do. An educator is fully immersing you in all of the context that's correlated with said discipline, because it's more than just the movement aspect. It is also the philosophy and the cultural and heritage-based connection to it, understanding even before anyone even started moving in this discipline, what were the lifestyle and the upbringing of the people that existed in the era when this particular movement discipline was culminated. Yeah. So that's the difference, in my opinion, one of the differences between a dance teacher and a dance educator. You heard?